Welcome to DWBI Adda channel. Please subscribe for latest training videos.
Hello everyone, welcome back to the playlist on computer vision. The last lectures of OpenCV, we saw about how we can detect a line using the Hug transform P method or the Hug lines P method actually. We did an hands-on coding exercise as well where there was an image and we need to detect all of the lines that are present in the image. So now in this video lecture, we will be extending this concept with the help of a video file. So I already have a video file that is stored in MP4 format in my system already, and that video file actually contains a video of lanes. I mean, a car is actually driving on the lanes and I want to detect the lanes in the video files. Since lanes are straight lines, that they can be easily detected using the Hug lines P method. So I will be using the same, and this will be the agenda for our video. So without wasting much of our time, let's get started on this. So what I'll be doing is I will go up and fire my Jupyter notebook. You already see that I have written some code on it. It's the basic code for importing all our different libraries like CV2 and NumPy. So I already have CV2 and NumPy imported. Then using the CV2.video capture method, I am reading the file from my system, which is lean underscore test.mp4, and storing that in the video. And then I'm running a while true loop, and then the same thing like red comma frame video.read, and then showing you what the actual video is. So what I will do is I will restart the kernel and run this code for you. So yeah, so this is our video actually. So you see these are the lines that we actually want to detect in our video. So we'll be detecting the same. So without wasting our time on this, like seeing on this video, let's get started on this. So maybe we can detect this line and this line as well. Let's see what our final result actually is. So I will close this video right now, and then what I'll be doing is I'll be converting this frame into a grayscale image because I need to find out the edges as well. So I will give the name as img, and I will use cv2.convertColor method over here, and then I will pass in the frame and then cv2.color, and then have to pass bgr to gray, something like this. And when this is done, we'll use the canny detection method to actually detect the edges. So edge is equals to cv2.canny img, and then what I'll be doing is need to give in some threshold value as well, the threshold value between which the edges will be detected. So I'll be using the values as 100 comma 200. In case these don't work, I will actually change up the values. So once the edge has been detected, what I'll be doing is that I'll be using the hug lines P method over here to actually like uh, detect the lines over here. So this is the method that I will be using. So I am keeping the parameters as same, like edges, row, theta, threshold, min length, max length, and all of these max line length and max line gap. So I'm keeping all of these parameters the same. So this will detect the lines for me. And now what I'll be doing is I will iterate over in this line variable, that is for I in lines x1 comma x2 comma y1 comma y2 is equals to cv2 dot line, and I'll be drawing the line on x1 x2 y1 y2 is equals to I of 0, right? And then I will be drawing the lines on cv2 dot line, the frame over here, like because this is my colored frame or the colored image actually, frame over here, and it will be x1 comma x2 and then y1 comma y2, and let's say it's 0 comma 255 comma 0, and then the thickness is actually 3. So once this is done, I can actually draw the lines using this cv2 dot line function, and then I will show you what the actual frame is. So I will restart my kernel and run this code for you. Restart because it does not need any manipulations. So let me run this lines of code now. It tells me edges is not defined, so okay, it should be edge over here. Let me run this back, and now as you can see, like these are the lines that are getting detected. However, we have some background noise as well, because these are detecting like other noises as well. Like yes, our lines are getting detected, but there is background noise as well, right? So we need to reduce this background noise. To reduce this background noise, what I'll be doing, what I'll be required to do is, I will be actually required to change up my um like the change up the values in the can age detection method. So I will close this video. Maybe I will change the I mean the threshold in my Cannies detection method to, let's say, 180 comma 200, and run this over here again. And as you can see, the result is now somewhat better. Still not good as what we expected, but yeah, it's performing somewhat better, right? Maybe we can play up with the values a little bit more. So let's say it's 300 comma 400. I'm just playing up with the values. I don't know like which value will actually work, because now when I'm using 300 cross 400, you see like now the noises are significantly reduced, but then it's not detecting the lines as well, right? Because these are not detecting the edges. This is only detecting this line, but not this line and this line. So it's actually detecting this line as well, but yeah, the sideways line is not getting detected. So what I can do is, let me just close this over here. And what I can do is, like, I can again change these values. Let's say I change this value to 250 comma 300, and I expect a better result this time. And now, so you see this error. This is because none of the lines are getting detected, and because I have not uh, told the program that okay, if none is being detected, what we should be doing. So that is why it's giving an error. Rather, so it's not an error basically, but because the lines is not getting detected, it's giving you an error. So run this piece of code again, and again, and run this piece of code again and again. I don't know why it's not running. Let me just restart my terminal. uh, yeah, and you see now, is it getting better? It's a lot better than the previous one. Yes, there are okay, because these are the lines over here, and that is the reason why these are lines as well, right? So this is the reason why it's actually uh, picking up all on, I mean picking up on these things as well. But as you can see, like our lanes are also getting correctly detected. Again, like you need to play up with those values and all of those kind of stuff, but then like it should basically work for you. So I will interrupt the terminal once more, restart the kernel once more, and this time get on better values, like change the values to, let's say, maybe 320 comma 400, and not 400, maybe let's say just 350. And this would be our last iteration to see if it's actually working fine or not. I mean, it's working fine. You actually need to play with all of these values and get the best result out of it. But let us see like what is happening. Working fine at certain points, yes. Still, like what I can see is this lane is like not getting detected so easily. Yeah, it's being detected at some point in time, but not really at every point in time. This is getting perfectly fine. This is getting perfectly fine as well. So this is how we actually work with this the video files and detecting like lanes in OpenCV. So like what is happening over here is that there is no lines over here, and that is why it tells me that it's not iterable. So you could actually condition over here that if lines is equals to none, let's just ignore it or continue. So in this way, like because you're using a high candy edge value, so this won't actually give you an error. So maybe if I can use a lower carnage value, so this video will actually run perfectly fine. But then what we'll be doing is that there will be basically a lot of noises over there. That won't be the thing that we'll be actually wanting. But anyhow, let us see like how this value performs actually. So let me restart my terminal and running this again and again. And now you see a lot of basically noises over here. So this is the reason why this would never stop, like this would never give you an error, but basically the noises will actually tremendously increase. So it's better we actually use a value of 300 comma 400 to actually reduce the noise so that our video works perfectly fine. But yeah, they will be like not the best result that we expected, but yes, It's enough to understand like what we're actually doing. So I hope you like this lecture and you learned something interesting and important from it. See you in the next one.